The Palace of Versailles shall be the heart of our kingdom, with gardens of exquisite and matchless beauty. Heaven shall be here.
Are you a believer in order over landscape?
Well, I admire it.
This abundance of chaos, this is your Eden?
My search for it.
So was it the chance to work with the lovely Alan Rickman again that attracted you to this film?
That was definitely a huge part of it, yeah, of course. I mean, Alan is, he's such a wonderful actor, and Emma Thompson and Phyllida Law had worked with him on A Winter Guest, and I know they had a lovely time, and it's a gorgeous script, it's a very, very beautiful, quite simple love story set against a backdrop of beautiful gardens. It isn't a gardening film, even though I play a gardener, I play a landscape gardener. It isn't particularly a gardening film, I don't think. And it was a combination of all of those things, and I think for me to play a British person again, that was something that I did genuinely really want to do. I hadn't done that in quite a while. I played a lot of American roles in the last 10 years, and hadn't actually been in a period film since 2002 in Finding Neverland, so I was looking forward to, I think, really the whole package.
You're inviting new ideas into the gardens. Why?
I've been persuaded to expand my horizons.
This project, is it worthy of us?
It's such a beautiful film. The sets are incredible. Does that make your job that little bit easier? You're not, in front of a green screen. You're not making it up. You're right there.
It does make it easier, but it also makes it more fascinating. I mean, it's lovely to be in those beautiful, beautiful stately homes and those incredible paintings and beautiful rugs and wonderful decor. I mean, it's really, quite opulent, and we don't all of us get to see that in our lives. So it really was a bit of a treat, and I do love all of that. And everywhere did have beautiful gardens, so that certainly made a big difference too.
The costumes are also incredible. I love the contrast between what you wear when you're working, what you wear when you go to court. Does that also help you get into character?
Yes, definitely. And actually, in a way, I was almost largely responsible for a lot of the way the costumes ended up looking because I was pregnant. So I just had to be so involved in how things were constructed and how we made things look as flattering as we possibly could with my ever-growing boobs, frankly. But with the gardening look for Sabine, that was really important to me because I didn't want her to look as though she was wearing things that she couldn't get dirty. I just didn't want that. And actually the leather apron that I wear in the Rockwork Grove pretty much all the time, I took off an extra on the first day of filming. It was never a part of the costume. I actually had something that was quite thin in fabric and it just seemed a bit sort of pretty. And I thought, God, this will never do. So I went up to an extra who was a man and I said, that leather apron, that I'm just gonna need to take that. Do you mind, awfully? And so I took it, punched a few holes in it, and retied the leather strapping, and that became kind of her uniform,
I've been issued an invitation to the Louvre.
Give me a kiss instantly, or I shall take grave offence.
I am no one. What could the interest be?
You are no one where everybody is someone.
Your Majesty.
Some of the roses seem faded and overblown.
That fate awaits all roses, sire.
Walk with me.
So obviously, if you were pregnant when you were filming, how difficult was it to film stuff like the flooding scene? I mean, that does not look like it was fun to film.
It was. I actually love all that stuff. I do. I love all that stuff. Those extreme situations that you don't necessarily think you're going to find yourself in life, and that's the great thing about acting is that you do get to do lots of different things that you wouldn't do in your day-to-day life, and I love that all the more for it actually. So no, I just had to make sure that I was safe and baby was safe. But no, I didn't want a stunt double doing those things. And also, to be honest, I'm quite good at dealing with water. And I often know better than everyone else, so I can say to them, guys, this water's too warm. And they say, yeah, but you're going to freeze. And I go, yeah, but it's steaming. So that's obviously not going to work because you can see that it's hot water and it's supposed to be a freezing cold sluice gate.
Under nature's eye, all roses may bloom. And although the elements may treat us cruelly, patience, care, and a little warmth from the sun